Welcome back. It's a beautiful day out here in Nebraska, boy. It's going to be 70 degrees today. Crazy for this time of year. So we're going to get some stuff done. So something I've been wanting to do for some time, even since last year. So we have a tree here by the house that was too close to the house and did nothing but put crap in my gutters on the house. So it had to go. But I wanted to wait till the ground was good and frozen so we didn't tear up the yard. The ground, believe it or not, is still frozen because we've only a day or two into this. So underneath, a couple inches under the ground is still good and frozen. So I'll show you where we're at. Had this big old like pine tree here right next to the house, right on the corner of the house here. It didn't provide any shade for the house. And if you can see, we have the shelter belt right next door, so it wasn't blocking a lot of wind. And like I said, all it was doing was putting crap in my gutters. So we knocked this thing down, and now we're going to clean it up. And I'm excited because it's tractor time, folks. Yes. It's been a while since we had any work to do with the tractor. We got the brush crusher on, so we can't wait to get this thing going. If you've seen our videos on the brush crusher, we haven't really shown you it working per se, but we have showed you a few things about it. One of the main things that we did, because originally we ordered this, I think it's the 4200 model. Yeah, 4200 model. The 4200 model does not have teeth down here on the bottom. All it has is a solid bar across without the teeth, and there's no teeth in the top. So we wanted more teeth so we didn't lose as much stuff when we were using this. However, it worked very well without those teeth. It worked just fine. And the problem we ran into once we got all the teeth is brush would want to weave its way through there and not come out. And we figured out the reason was these upper teeth had serrations on them. They were backwards that held onto things and kept things from sliding out. So we came through and we took all those serrations off of these front teeth. You can still see some little indentions where they used to be. And stuff cleans out of this rake just fine now. It drops out. Another problem that people have with this, they say it won't dump, but 9 times out of 10, their stops right here are in too high of a position, and those forks are almost horizontal. So if they're horizontal, of course, they're not going to dump. Make sure your stops are in the lowest position, which allow these bottom forks to drop down more. So we did that as well. So we got this mess of limbs and logs we got to clean up. So I thought I'd do a little time lapse and show you how this thing works. we got that done pretty darn fast. Good thing I don't get paid by the hour. I wouldn't make any money. Crazy. So, what do you think of that brush crusher? Can you imagine having to haul and load all of those limbs out by hand? And most of them you'd probably have to cut in half just to be able to handle them. That would be really crazy. So that brush crusher is a tremendous back saver. And being somebody that doesn't have a good back anyway, that thing's paid for itself over and over like 5 times already since we purchased it. So I've seen some videos online on YouTube. There's people saying that this brush crusher grapple will ruin your loader frame. And I think that's hooey, because I've watched those videos. And the damage they're showing like the quick attach pins, the John Deere quick attach pins, like pulling out backwards and bending the bottom of that loader frame. I can tell you right now, they're doing something you shouldn't be doing with that brush crusher, because anytime you're going into a pile, the pressure on the brush crusher is pushing down and back against the loader frame. And those pins aren't going to pull out of there, and that bottom of that loader frame quick attach is not going to bend the way they're showing it by pushing into a pile like that. So they must be hooking onto something with a chain and pulling on it backwards or something to get the bottom of that loader frame to bend, because even using the bucket and other things, that quick attach is designed, like I said, to push down and back against those pins. There should be no pressure on those linch pins that hold the bucket on. So they're doing something completely wrong, or they're trying to mislead people and make them think that the brush crusher is not a good thing to buy. I emphatically disagree with their assessment. This thing, huge benefit on the farm here. You don't need a third function hydraulic, which will cost you thousands of dollars to add to the front of your tractor, especially my 3038E that doesn't even have rear remotes. So I can't buy hoses to just plug into the rear remotes and run them up front. I have to get a whole remote hydraulic system put on that tractor. And when I first purchased it, it was $1,200. So you can only imagine, with what's going on now in the country, that price has probably doubled. Now, because you don't need that third function hydraulic, Westendorf can offer you that brush crusher a lot cheaper than your hydraulic grapple. When I purchased that brush crusher, it was $1,800, brand new. And what we did is, because they didn't have the model that I wanted with all the teeth, we purchased the 4200, which I could get in just a few days. And then my dealership ordered the center teeth to put in it, and I just paid the price of the more expensive model. So it worked out good. I was able to get my brush crusher sooner and start using it. And then they called me up when those teeth came in. They were simple to add. Just throw some bolts in and you're good to go. But like I said, I highly recommend taking those serrations off of the top teeth. And at the end of the video, I'll actually link that video in this video at the end so you can see exactly what I did. Also, if you're interested in how to cut a tree down, I'll link that video in as well. So we're done with the tree, but we rearranged some gravel in the driveway, which we got to fix. So I'm going to go throw the rock rake on, and we'll buzz through the driveway real quick. Come on along. driveway is done. Just one more thing we gotta do. Everybody's favorite thing to listen to, a leaf blower. This one's electric too, still loud. There's our nice neat little burn pile. We can't burn it though till all this turns green. Probably around May or so. It's supposed to rain on Friday. Hope it does. Sorry about the wind. Hopefully it's not too bad. So thanks for hanging out with me today. Phone went dead, so I had to come inside, but it's windy out there anyway, so better off in here. So I hope you got a good look at what that brush crushers can do. It's a real good piece of equipment to have if you're cutting trees down on your property and it's something you do on a regular basis. It'll really save you. And like I said, I'll post a couple videos up here at the end. So stay safe, stay healthy, guys. We love you. Come on back and see us at Mark Kelly Farm.